Evening again, folks. Pretty much same as last night, same part of the river. A wee bit earlier, maybe an hour earlier almost. Aye. 45 minutes earlier. Pretty much the same setup as last night. Let's watch. Pretty much the same setup as last night, but I've actually got a dropper on tonight. Just 12 inches above, just to try out. Went with a single nymph last night. This is a wee bit of an outro as well for last night, as well as an intro for this, because my battery ran out last night. I totally forgot that I'd fished for sort of half an hour and Monday night and recorded it. It was rubbish, so I didn't bother making a video, but I'd obviously used maybe, I don't know, 30% of the battery or something, and I totally forgot to recharge it. Schoolboy error. So last night was pretty good actually. After the battery ran out, I'd done a few fish. I had a wee look at the footage this morning and it doesn't look half as dark. Opposite the GoPro, this camera, it doesn't look half as dark as what it actually was. I fished right to sort of 9 o'clock last night, and walking back down the path, God, I couldn't see a thing. But on the camera, I think it stopped recording about 8:30, it looked alright. Maybe just a wee bit grainy. And actually I was still getting fish when darkness fell, when I couldn't really see my sighter anymore. Fish were starting to feed quite hard just as it became too dark to see. So I've got a wee something to experiment with tonight, which sadly you guys probably won't be able to see when it comes that time. I've never tried these. Oros, I don't really like using indicators. I picked these up a while ago. You got a black one which is anti-glare, a high vis one, and you get a glow in the dark one. And I remember thinking at the time that might be quite handy for sort of winter grayling fishing when it's getting dark at 4 o'clock. But quite often the best time is round about then. So I brought that with me. I brought a wee torch to get it glowing. I don't think it will work with the camera, but I'll give it a try anyway. And it'll be quite interesting to try something different. It might work, who knows. But last night they were definitely still feeding pretty well into the darkness, and when walking back down here you could hear fish splashing everywhere. So if there's something that helps me fish into that, because your only other real option is sort of swinging weights or maybe trying a dry fly, but I don't really know how much you would have seen last night. Certain lighter patches of water with this, what wee bit of light's left reflects, you'd maybe have seen something, but so anyway, we'll give it a try. I'm going to bypass this first stream that we fished last night and head straight up to the last part that I fished, with the intention of going through that, maybe fishing a stream or two further up as well, but coming back to finish on that stream. Right, a wee bit of deja vu, same spot as last night. I've actually came maybe 10 yards further downstream just to start a wee bit lower. As I say, I've got a dropper on tonight too. There's a wee bit more wind than what there was last night, so I might end up having to go a bit heavier. just to try and straighten that line out a touch. I think it's going to be one of those nights that's going to kind of come and go, so let's just hold off at the moment on that and see if it drops off. Pull your rod and lead a wee bit to try and negate that wind. So we've actually got same fly on the point as we finished up with last night, Grant's Granum. And on the dropper, as I said at the start, I've got what's called a black Sabasi Kabari. It's a Tinkara fly, but wee Robert catches like hell on it, so he reckons it's really good when there's sort of sedge time of year. I suppose I've got two caddis patterns on really. Albeit Sabasi Kabari will represent a kind of further stage of the emerging caddis. Right, I've changed that to a kind of waltz worm, a bit more natural looking. Grant's Granum with a pink bead. This has just got a copper bead, and it's just there's a fish. Just a wee one. It's a start. It's a wee greyling. It's not rubbish, it's a trout. It's on that wee Sabasi Kabari. Come here, pal. It's not a trout, it's a bloody salmon par. Aye, it is. That's the problem with that wee Kabari, because it's kind of got a wee bit of brightness to it. It's got a wee partridge on it, and salmon par love bright stuff like that. I'm not convinced by that nymph either, and he seems that as well. Right, we've changed that for a wee sort of kind of blowtorch caddis with metallic pink bead. See if that orange tail does anything for the fish. The water's absolutely gin clear at the moment. have to back out a wee touch to fish this. Is that wood? Nope. Very disappointing tonight. The fish, that was better. It's a better trout. Managed to let that get downstream of me, you idiot. I look like a trout, it's actually fighting like a grayling. Tumbling about. That's it, he comes in. It is a nice trout. Ah, lovely. And the flies out in the net. $3/4 a pound. Is it through its fin? Oh no, it's not in the net, it's a Bassi Cabaret, it's that's fine. My God, you've got sharp teeth, Boyle. What have you done? Right, that's better. Nice fish. Lovely. There he goes. The other one. Ah, yeah, bugger, that felt half decent as well. And again. It's a tumbling grayling, I think. Yes, looks a nice grayling. Look at that, same just coming onto the feed now. It's another nice fish, by the way. Looks like the size of the one I had last night. It is, it's about the same size, between £1.25 It's £1.50. Aye, just over £1.25. Switch this over. It's a beauty of a fish. Take the aim anytime. That was the Sabasi Kabari again. Let's get this fixed. It's actually just a new way net I'd bought. I usually use a floating net and I really like it, to be honest. See, for dealing with fish, particularly grayling, because they're a pain in the arse to deal with, so bloody squirmy. I really appreciate the floating net because you can just sit the fish in it, get yourself all sorted, get a photo taken keeping it wet, you've got your hands free. But the only thing about the weighing net is, the floating net is, because it floats, it's really soft and really light. It's not that great for, like, you know, getting water and fishing fast water. They're hard to describe. You can't really jab it under the surface to get them. I don't mean jab it. Don't spend too much time here. Oops. These short, sharp drifts, you've got to get your tight to the fly straight away. I thought we did something in that pot there. Yep. Let's just swing on it. Just a wee fella. That was on the Sabasi Kabari again. Every fish to that. So I might try a Davy Downey, wee black nymph on the bottom then. I just hope I've got some of them at a decent weight. I generally tend to fish them weightless. think what I might do is actually, it's not quite dark enough I don't think for the bobber yet, but it seems to have died off a bit here. I might walk down to where we started last night and get the bobber on there. It's the first snagging the night. That's it. Two flies are okay. We're expecting to lose one there. I always go down and try down there. Maybe just spooked this and fished it a bit much. Right, aye, let's do that. That way it's a shorter walk as well when it does get properly dark. You can see how dark it is at 8:30. Just really trying this just to see what the Osmo's like. I don't expect it to be any good, but hey ho. Look at that, that's quite impressive. The only thing is, you kind of need a reference, so if you can't really see much round about it, then you don't really know where it's stopped, if you know what I mean. Oh, you can see it pretty well. Right, what I want to do is go over the other side of that stream. Aye. It's no long and dimming, is it? Oh, shit. I think in probably longer, steadier drifts it would probably be better. I don't know if this is the kind of, this is really its bread and butter, this type of fishing. Americans love their bobbers, eh? Barber fishing. Apologies for that terrible American accent. Let's just tow into this drift here. You don't get very long, do you? That's it, dimming down already. Maybe I was expecting a wee bit too much. I think that'll do us, folks. I think it's something to experiment with maybe over the winter, certainly on the Niff where you've got longer, sort of more uniform water. I think it might actually be worth it there, but you need to keep giving it a blast with a torch. Anybody see here? There we go. You need to keep... I mean, it's not too bad, you can see it at that, but... I'll show you the difference once you actually give it a blast. So here he is. Let's light it up. Quite a difference, eh? Yeah, that'll do. That wasn't too bad. It wasn't great fishing tonight. It was quite sporadic. But same as last night. One good grey one saves the day. Can't really complain at that. Never lost any nymphs last night, never lost any nymphs tonight. And there was Euro nymphing, so that's unusual. Next fishing will be Sunday, I think. Aye, I'll be out on Sunday. Well, he's back tonight. I'll be a good husband tomorrow. And then I'll see if I can catch up with the wee magician Roberto on Sunday. And then next weekend, as I said last night, I'm off up to Aberdeen for a wee day in the Don, a guided date. Really looking forward to that, folks. Of course, I'll not be filming, but I'm going to make a couple of days. I'm going to go up on Friday night, I think. I'm not sure if I'm going to get somewhere to stay, or if I'll sleep in the van or take a tent or whatever. Fish this Saturday with Richard McHattie, his name is. I'd actually heard him get interviewed on Fly Culture podcast. I'm not a huge fan of Pete Tigers, to be honest. I think he's a great interviewer, but he does get interesting people on. And Richard came across brilliantly. And just some of the stuff he was talking about nymphing techniques and stuff it was all information that really floated my boat. So he mentioned that he'd done some guiding days on the Don, so I messaged him straight away and we sorted out a date. Let's just hope there's no bonkers spate or whatever between now and then. Look forward to it. So that'll do us tonight, folks. All the best, enjoy your weekend. Whenever I actually get this video out, it'll probably be next week by now. And if you like what you see, probably stick with me for some autumn trout and winter grayling. And we'll see you then. Bye now.